UNICEF wants you to take time out and think before you use aggressive methods to discipline or communicate with children. In their newly launched video as a part of a national strategy to end violence against children in Belize, it is hoped that adults will understand that violent actions must not be taught as the norm and used to influence children. We must instead communicate using other forms that will encourage relationships to grow based on mutual understanding, respect, and love.
Take a time out. Harsh words are verbal violence and can be very harmful. They are not forgotten. Offering alternatives and communicating with your child is the best way to build real respect.
While this video is only part of a bigger strategy, UNICEF representative says it is a start towards raising awareness of violence against children.
The idea of UNICEF is bringing this, pieces of communication, some videos that we want the media to broadcast to make sure, the message gets to the families in Belize and gets to the entire population about those situations that are affecting children. We know that it's not enough to have, just one video. It's not going to change the entire behavior regarding violence, but for us it's a start. We believe that if we have these videos as well as, the entire population thinking and talking about this issue, we may reduce the level of violence that are affecting children.
To complement the communication tools, UNICEF is also engaging other partners of the private and public sectors. While the goal is to see a reduction in the number of cases of violence against children, UNICEF says that to achieve that, everyone must be involved.
The communication will support what we are currently doing, for instance, with the Supreme Court. We have the presence of Chief Justice with us, because we are doing important changes to the legislation, for instance, and we are also making sure there are services in place for children. Currently, children that are in contact with the law, that are in conflict with the law, children are, sometimes facing the perpetrator when we are, being interviewed or participating in a trial. That situation cannot be that way. There must be some specific places where children can, go and go through the trial, etc., to make it child-friendly services for children available. Then we have the communication, very important. And finally, the implementation of the law. I mean, there must be a way of sending a concrete message to whoever is thinking and committing a crime against a child. It's a way of combination of several things that we have to definitely work together with the entire community to make sure the level of violence has been reduced. Probably we're going to see some figures. Of course, behind figures we have kids, right? But definitely we're going to see some figures later on that we are going to reduce somehow the level of violence. That's the main goal. It's everybody's business. It's not just UNICEF, or it's not just the Ministry of Human Development or the Supreme Court. It's everybody's business. That's the main message.
To include key partners and implement critical functions, UNICEF's Child Protection Program serves multiple roles on a daily basis.
We change legislation with some of our partners, we build awareness with some of our partners, we monitor and report on child abuse and what's happening for children within household level. We make sure that there's services, so like birth registration, access to education, access to health care, access to justice. Those are the kinds of things within the Child Protection Program.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.